Chicken Air, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about, this is what I like to call the reverse Zooka. So this is basically just a way to use Zookas in, it really helps with finding like different kind of ways to get around mines. So I've been kind of playing around with this a few times, and I felt like it was kind of worth making a video on. I don't know. It's more or less just a way to get around like tricky mine layouts. So what I would normally do on a base like this is waste like all my GBE clearing all these mines, like hoping to clear some buildings when I barrage them and stuff. And then I would get onto the HQ and have like 20 or 30 GBE left, and then get either roasted by like the shock launcher or the flamethrower or something like that. So I found doing this, you can actually kind of do it with warriors sometimes too, which we're going to be experimenting on Dr. Terrence in a second. But you see how I flare them up kind of backwards, and then I get them up like this, and look at how tight that they actually walk. So it's super easy to smoke them when they get like this, because they're only taking up like 1 or 2 frames on the actual map there. So the only thing you do have to be careful about when you get them like this compacted is you have to actually worry about boom mines. Because when they're all like walking on the same tile, that the boom mine could like potentially kill like a lot of them. So of course, when you actually lock onto the HQ, you're still gonna get the same spread. It's not like the game-changing Zooka thing or anything. It's just like something that I've been having a lot of success with. So I felt like it was kind of worth talking about. So you see there when I get onto the HQ and I actually lock onto it that they actually like they spread like just like they normally would. So anyways, guys, we're gonna be diving on into Dr. Terrence. And I was planning on clearing stages 1 to 5, but I had like so much trouble today setting up my recording stuff that I'm just happy that it's working, and I'm gonna try to like do this like as quickly as possible before it like freezes and crashes on me again. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on with the chicken at the moment. And yeah, so I guess what's kind of going on in the Boom Beach world is there's been a lot of like this kind of how do I put this? The fake news, I guess, is kind of like the topic that's been going around recently, like with all these like we've been seeing these things about the heroes coming out and stuff. Oh, and I guess I should say I apologize for yesterday's video seeming clickbaity. I didn't honestly mean for it to like come out like that. It's just like when I'm doing a video talking about the heroes, it's really hard to not seem clickbaity, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm discussing in the video, but it is fair to say like I shouldn't title it like hero or whatever, because they're not actually out yet, so we don't really know how they work or anything. So I'm gonna stay away from talking about, like, I'll still talk about the heroes and stuff, but I'm gonna stay away from making like the entire video about them until we actually get some gameplay, which should be coming within the next week or two anyways. So hopefully we have that to look forward to coming very soon. But yeah, there's all this stuff going around about like the prototype, and like what was the thing yesterday? It was about buying power powders. Everyone was talking about that. And Arlight actually came out and said, we can't say this for sure, that that's not going in to the next update. So that was all just like these supposed leaks. Like I don't know. I guess they're just completely made up. But yeah, because he came out and said right out that it's not in the next update. Like, he didn't say it's never like 100% coming to the game whatsoever. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you were able to buy power powders, like sure it would be nice, but it would also be kind of like it would be kind of game breaking, right? Like especially for people like especially for a guy like Max 2015 that just finished his huge leaderboard push, and like, I don't even want to know how much time goes into farming up the amount of power powder that you actually need to do something like that. But I imagine like if it probably takes like realistically, it probably takes close to a year to get that much power powder that you need. You didn't hear me with a stupid computer making noises and stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. I could see how it would really bother some of those guys, and I think that that's kind of fair. All right, so we're gonna go to the HQ like at some point today, chicken, or what's going on here? Okay. Oh, and I guess I should probably say, so since Turtle never got back to us about the challenge thing, I'm just gonna make that Angry Chickens task force. I'm gonna make it into a feeder for the chicken coop. So I know that kind of sucks, and I'm sorry if you were looking forward to that challenge. I think it was gonna be a lot of fun, but I can't, like, that's out of my control. There's nothing I can do with it. I can't physically live stream from where I'm at, so I can't like do anything. My hands are tied. So I don't know. I really appreciate all the intel that those guys got us, and we're gonna make that task force into something. So it's gonna keep going. Definitely join it if you want to join. It's Angry Chickens. Look it up. It's the 50-man. It should come up right away. And yeah, all right. So Dr. Terrence, guys, Dr. Terrence. So I'm getting back up to around. By the end of today, I should have about 100 power powder back on the. Back on the rise, guys. After the mega crab and everything, obviously that took a ton of powder from us. That was a great smoke drop check. It's stage 4, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm thinking about when this update comes. Depending on like what the heroes cost to upgrade and stuff, I assume they're going to be really expensive because I'm just assuming they're going to be very similar, if not the exact same, as how heroes work in Clash of Clans. Like I said before, it's going to be super interesting to see how all this balance stuff actually works when they actually bring them out, and like how they're going to function and stuff. And of course, all you guys want to know that as well. But I'm thinking they're going to be like a pretty hefty upgrade. Like I think that's fair speculation to say. Like it's probably going to cost a lot. So I'm thinking now that I'm up to around 100 or so power powder, I'm probably going to put out a resource reward. I feel like that's the next best. That's probably the best way to go from here because. I don't know. My thoughts so far on the Power Stone chance statue that I put out, it's like, it's definitely helps, but it doesn't help that much. Unless you're gonna boost it all the time, and like if you're doing that and you have the Power Stone chance statue for the sake of gaining power powder, like you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Like you're not gonna gain that many. Like the only real reason you would do that would be to if you like desperately needed a certain statue, like if you didn't have, like if you had a terrible damage statue, damage masterpiece I should say, or if you had a terrible gunboat statue, then boosting it maybe specifically for imitation game or for Dr. Terrence, like that would make sense for sure. But boosting it every single event, like just for the sake of getting more crystals, like I don't think that's the best way to use it. I don't think that's really a good way to use it. It definitely helps if you're going to be playing, like, say you want to play more casually for a little bit. It definitely helps with that. I mean, just, like, the daily grind. Like, if you're going to clear your map, if you're going to be super active, I guess, then there is going to be... There is a benefit to it. I mean, I do get more stones, but, I mean, not as much as I was thinking to a noticeable effect where I would actually go to the extent of running it for, like, 12 weeks at a time. I feel like that's a little overkill. That was kind of my plan, and I was hoping that was going to work really well, but, I mean... My power powder just comes down to the simple fact of whether or not I'm boosting for operations or not. And, like, that's going to completely... Like, if you're boosting regularly for operations, that's where, obviously, all your powder is going to go. Where do we want to land here, chicken? This is kind of a nasty one. We'll go this way, actually. We can get all this GB here, which is really nice. But I mean, it's more about just managing your operation boost. Like, I think a better way to do it, instead of putting out a Power Stone chance for 12 weeks, would just be to join a casual task force for 12 weeks and then just don't boost it all in that time. Like, yeah, the game's not going to be as fun and whatever, but that's going to be 100% the best way just to make up a lot of power powder. If like that would be the best way to do power powder farming, honestly. Like. But the only thing that sucks about that is, like, when you're not doing operations, like, the game does get kind of stale after a while, especially if you're not boosting, like, at all, then that would definitely get kind of boring, for sure. What is going on here, chicken? Okay. So since we were able to farm up so much GBE there, that actually kind of worked out, in our favor. We hit a couple boom mines there, but that's okay. We got a ton of GBE left, so this should be alright. I thought I saw a shock launcher. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so if this was stage 7, we might not even get it doing it like this. These Dr. T layouts are really tough for warriors when they have the HQ like very far at the back and like there's this massive walk. Like, say if there was all heavier damage rocket launchers right at the front there and like maybe more shock launchers and stuff, that obviously wouldn't work very well. Alright, so let's see what stage 7 has in store for the chicken today, guys. Back. Of course, it's like literally exactly what I just said is the hardest one for warriors. Oh, man. Jesus. What's the health on it? 400k, yeah. We're not going to be able to do this with warriors. I can say that right now, guys. We'll try it, I guess. while we got them up. It's only going to cost like, what, 10 diamonds to refill them? Where did Dr. Terrence go, guys? Where did Dr. Terrence go? So we'll try this once with warriors. And then I might just honestly bring out Scorcher Tank because like, for the sake of how long it took me to set this video up today, I'm not in the mood to play around with a million different Zooka attacks and waste all my diamonds. So what are we gonna do? Okay. I think I got the angle here, guys. So we want to come up like this, and I want to keep all those warriors somewhat in the smoke. Oh, nice chicken, nice. Nice and oven roasted warriors, guys. Oven roasted. That smoke's gonna come up quickly. Smoke. Another health kit. No, we're done. We're absolutely done here, guys. There's no way. 48 GB. I lost too many warriors. I think that actually could work, depending on how these shocks go. I think that actually could work if you get enough of your warriors there. Maybe I could use another smoke to clean it up. Maybe we'll try it again after. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Yeah, like, if I had more warriors there and we were doing more damage, that probably would be fine. But as soon as those 2 shock launchers come up, we're going to get absolutely roasted. Oh, wow, there's actually 2 more in range at the back there. Yeah, so I guess, I don't know, it's not that crazy of, it doesn't have that much health, I guess, but it's just going to be so much easier for Skanks or T-Med to come in on the right side. I haven't used Skanks in a very long time either, so we'll go ahead and we'll gem up the Armored Skanks and see exactly what we can get done on Dr. Terrence today. Okay, so I was planning on doing a Zooka PvP hit just to talk more about, like, just how I go about, like, doing the reverse smoke thing. But at this point, it's going to cost me diamonds, so that's out the window for today, guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, clear these boom mines, hopefully get all 3 of those crates. That's going to earn us some nice GB back. So, I mean, for Skanks, it's kind of like... I was thinking about this yesterday. Using Skanks is kind of like a weird version of... Like, it's kind of the same way how you play Rifle Cryo Zooka Medic or whatever your loadout is there, right? Because it's just like you throw them down and then you just kind of GBE specific buildings out of the way. Like for RZM, you're mainly focused on rocket launchers, mortars, shock launchers. Shock launchers are always a priority no matter what you're using. Okay, so we're going to take this out. And yeah, we should be able to get in here pretty... we got a lot of stuff shooting at us, but it seems like it's pretty low level. So far anyways, because once we get kind of in the back there, we should be able to clear it out. And this is why I don't like using Scorchers and tanks, because it's just kind of like, it's so like, it's such a process, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just attack. It's like, you attack and then it takes forever, and then if you fail, it's like, I don't know, it just takes such a long time to get this going. Okay, so we'll go ahead like this, and then we'll throw another shock down there. We just popped their first Scorcher. And you see that the shock launcher is such a nuisance because it just, like, you don't really have time to waste when you're using Skanks or Team Ed or anything like that. So anything that slows you down even more so, especially when it's just like this, where it's like, it's not like, it's not like this base has a lot of tough defenses. It's just there's so many of them and they're doing damage over an amount of time. So we want to get through it as quickly as possible, which is kind of why I held off on flaring there for such a long time, because I just wanted to get as many buildings down as we could. We might actually not make this just because of that shock launcher. Little chicken worried here, guys. I'll go ahead and throw that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to re-flare them, because the last thing I want is for them to all be on top of each other. I think the way to finish this out is actually to just like let them spread out like that, and have the shock launcher only be able to shock. Like you see it right there, it's only able to shock 2 or 3 at a time. So I think we will be able to get away with this. If there's like a boom can or something where that rocket launcher is, that would definitely be a different story. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's I'm sure the warrior thing that we used would probably be okay for stage 7 day if you didn't lose like 20 of them on the landing like I did. You could probably grease Zookas in somewhere, I'm sure, but that's the chicken way for Dr. Terrence today, guys. So definitely let me know down in the comments what you think about all this stuff coming out recently. Like, I'm definitely interested to hear that about like the being able to buy power powder. Like, do you think that would actually come to the game ever? I feel like it would be too game breaking. And since since our light didn't come out and say specifically that it was never coming to the game, like I don't know, maybe we're reading into it too much, but let me know what you think of that down in the comments, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for the video today. Make sure you like, if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Check it out.